Right, so I'm on to the last part of convention actions, which are appointing government jobs. This is particularly arcane. It's very unlikely that the country will be in a position where we can meaningfully appoint government jobs. However, this is really a summary of the jobs that are available because they are useful as bargaining chips for people who are divvying up the country in the prospective post-revolutionary period. It's also possible that either the whole country or a part of the country is stable enough, more likely part of the country is stable enough for people to think about creating a provisional government, in which case they'll fill out these jobs for that. Well, so that's kind of what it says at the beginning there, that they're really just mostly prizes, but you might just get around to actually having to give them out. There are several jobs. There are 4 central jobs in central government: President, Deputy President, Interior Minister and the Chief of Staff of the Army, who deal with being in charge, foreign relations, so talking to the Americans, money and the Army. There are more notes on these in the appendices just in case it becomes relevant, which you will can look at if it does become relevant. There are also 5 or 6 province governors. There are 6 maps, but we might only be playing with 5 of them, depending on how things go. And each one of those has a province governor, and there is a general associated with each province. I'll skip and past that. So there are another 5 generals, and a general is kind of the minimum possible position that anyone will be looking to get out of the revolution. So it's better than not having any job, but it's not really much of an achievement because you're already a general, so you don't gain very much by getting one. There's also one more general who's a central general, who's directly reports to the Chief of Staff, and the other generals report to the Chief of Staff if centralisation is strong, or if the party is for centralisation, and to the province governors if the party is against centralisation. If the party is against separation, then the governor might fill the role of general as well, whereas if it's for separation, he'd be a political role and he'd need a military man to fill the general role. So that's the job. So you're unlikely to actually be appointing anybody, but if you did appoint anyone, it requires a convention action, and that's what they are, with some more details in the appendix. The ambassador role, which is in the middle there, is really there for sort of historical purposes and as a kind of way of insulting people directly, because it takes people out of the country where they can't cause trouble if you appoint them to an ambassador and they actually take up the role. And if they don't take up the role, then they're essentially in rebellion against you, or I suppose, or have decided not to follow with your government. And that's for historical reasons, that some of the guys historically got made ambassadors. But I don't expect anyone will do that unless they want to insult somebody. That's that then. As it says here, the President and Deputy President will fall to the leader and the Deputy Leader of the party, but most of the other roles are but the other roles are appointed by the President. Strictly speaking, province governors were elected, but if centralism is strong, or we're for centralism, the President's nominees would be shooed in, whereas if it's against centralism, you'd have elections in the provinces which were more open. Okay, that's jobs. Not very exciting really, because it's more about victory points, chits you can win in the divvying up of prizes, rather than actually a game mechanical thing. Okay, that's that.